and come to a media day or a press conference and thought, I'm going to put on an act.
Licking me straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, I don't know this. Don't go heavy on him the first.
No, he can't afford to do that.
He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
According to reports, Anthony Joshua stated that the bout with Jake Paul would be genuine and not a show. He says he's always been real and doesn't want to waste time performing on television. It is expected that every action made in the ring would be sincere and represent a serious competition.
Pressure to deliver. I want to live up to expectations. I've always been true to myself. When people say like more authentic or more real, I've never left like my house and come to a media day or a press conference and thought I'm going to put on an act, and then when I go home I'm going to be someone completely different. Number one, that's a whole with the energy. And number two, like, remember, half of the time I'm speaking to people, I feel like I'm speaking to a camera. I'm not speaking to someone on a level, so it's been difficult. I don't really express myself too well to a piece of plastic. I have better conversations one-on-one around.
Anthony Joshua was allegedly offered $80 million by Netflix to fight Jake Paul on December 19th. In order to ensure that it is a true competitive boxing match in every way, the fight would adhere to Queensberry rules with 3-minute rounds and 10-ounce gloves for each fighter.
He's not taking nobody dive to Jake Paul, okay? He's not following nobody's script with Jake Paul, okay? And the difference is, because I've seen a lot of people say, it's a circus. No, it's not a circus. Anthony Joshua's coming off of a knockout loss. He's been out the ring for a year, and he has serious fights already lined up. Not to mention, the only fight Anthony Joshua in his entire career, unlike Gervonta Tank Davis, is the Deontay Wilder fight. He fought Alexander Usyk twice. He fought Daniel Dubois, fought Dillian White. He fought everybody in the heavyweight division outside of Deontay Wilder. And he is trying to fight Tyson Fury now. So he fights the who's of who's in the heavyweight division. Okay? So, yes, he does Deontay Wilder, and we are well aware of that. But he's trying to fight Tyson Fury. So that's the only guy that he does. Gervonta Tank Davis had a fight that he arguably lost in a controversial draw to Lamont Roach, and he was ducking that to fight a guy that he said that he's not able to fight above 135 pounds, and fighting at 140 was uncomfortable. He's going to fight a catchweight fight at 195, 50 pounds heavier than the 40 pounds that he said was uncomfortable for him to fight, against a guy who was 6'1" with a 76-inch arm, but couldn't give us the fights we wanted to see in.
Given that Anthony Joshua has reportedly vowed to give it his all, this will be a true professional boxing match. No showmanship or theatrical elements. Every second spent in the ring will matter. Fans won't want to miss this serious, high-stakes match, as both competitors are expected to demonstrate their abilities, endurance, and strategy.
Both parties agree will be fought as a real professionally sanctioned boxing fight. Now, per latest reports, it's also been said that organizers involved with this event are reportedly putting in a total purse of 140 million British pounds to be evenly split by both participants, meaning 70 million British pounds for both Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua each, which is roughly about 92.3 million.
With his audacious declaration that he will defeat Anthony Joshua in a future fight, Jake Paul has been in the news once more. Paul, who is well known for his bold confidence and outspoken demeanor, is adamant that this fight will take place regardless of the circumstances. He presents himself as unrelenting in his quest for high-profile fights, implying that nothing will prevent him from facing one of the most well-known figures in boxing. There is disagreement among fans. While some respect his tenacity, others are still dubious that he can truly take on Joshua. However, Paul's relentless determination to make this fight a reality creates a sense of drama and suspense that fuels media coverage and conjecture on social media.
I'm here for the vibes, I'm here for the fight. Usyk's one of my favorite fighters, him or David Benavidez, so here to enjoy and just have some fun tonight here in Wembley. Come on, push. some meat on the bones of you and Anthony Joshua. Is it happening or not? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I want it to happen here. All the odds stacked against me. I believe that I will beat him and shock the world and create one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. Tyson Fury was saying he put $1 million on you beating Anthony Joshua. I seen that. He's backing me. He's a smart lad. But how do you love the atmosphere here? Wembley's brilliant. We'd love to see you fight here, by the way. Man, I love it. Like, the UK fans really love boxing even more than American fans. So I'm going around the pubs, talking to all the people, asking them about how they think of the fight. I just love the atmosphere. I love to be here, and this is always...
Professional boxer Liam Cameron shared his thoughts on how the public views the possible bout. He emphasized that many people believe Anthony Joshua would easily defeat Jake Paul, and some fans may even find it entertaining to watch a mismatch unfold. However, Cameron cautioned spectators to keep their expectations in check, pointing out that professional boxing rarely goes as planned. As Jake Paul has demonstrated in past fights that he can surprise even seasoned fighters, he makes the point that hype and presumptions may warp reality. Cameron's remarks highlight the thin line that separates real performance in the ring from public expectations.
If you don't like Jake Paul, AJ's going to do you a favour because he's going to flatten him. But big props to that Jake Paul for getting it William. Listen to this, he's a multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire. You don't have to box. And he's fighting him. He's either a madman or he knows something we don't know. But people like saying, oh, I won't take this Jake Paul fight. Listen, every boxer on the planet would fight Jake Paul for money. I'd fight Anthony Joshua for money. I'd get flattened, but I'd fight him. So yeah, I think people sometimes have to watch what they say and think about it. If I were going to get 100 million, you put lottery on every couple of times a week. You put lottery on, hoping to win Euro Millions. That's Euro Millions. He might get out at first round, Jake Paul. He might do. He's not going to come and start swinging at him. He's going to move his feet in and avoid him, but fair play to him. Joshua's been British.
Leon Edwards stressed that both fighters should be treated with respect and prudence. He didn't just pick a side. He emphasized that every battle is unpredictable, particularly when one fighter has a standard boxing background and the other has an unconventional one. The idea that underestimating an opponent can have detrimental effects is supported by Edwards' perspective. Fans may concentrate on Joshua's record and achievements, but Edward reminds them that strategy, flexibility, and mental preparation are just as important in determining the outcome of a fight as physical strength.
This fight's in the works, Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. As a Brit, how do you evaluate?
Just in that, someone just told me about that. That's mad. Fair play to Jake Paul, first of all, for taking it. But if Asia doesn't knock him out in like 1-2 rounds, then I feel like the fight must be fixed or something, because I'm going to Anthony Joshua, obviously, for the KO. So yeah, when is it, you know?
It's going to be next month. They're working.
TV celebrities speaking openly about the impending fight, Jason Cundy and Jamie O'Hara described it as extremely unpredictable. They said Anthony Joshua would probably be told to refrain from using too much force against Paul. The peculiar characteristics of this fight are reflected in their concern. Joshua, one of the fighters, is a well-known heavyweight, while Paul, despite his skill, does not have the same level of professional experience. Even with moderate effort, boxing is still dangerous, Cundy and O'Hara cautioned. Their analysis demonstrates how the fight's spectacle and possible danger are sparking discussion among the boxing community as well as among viewers.
I don't know, mate.
I think it's dangerous.
Yeah,
I genuinely think it's dangerous.
Well, but that's
putting a world heavyweight champion.
But then the cynic,
at the top 4-5 fighters in the world.
Then the cynic in me tells me,
who's never had a proper fight.
Right, the cynic in me straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, and I don't know this, don't go heavy on him the first.
No, he can't afford to do that. Anthony Joshua can't afford to do that.
Well, that's where I'm wrestling with my own mind right now. You asked me the question, how do I feel about it? I don't know what to make of it, mate. I seriously don't know what to make of it. I seriously don't.
it's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know what to make.
I'll watch it because
I don't know whether I will, JJ. Honestly, I probably will close the vote. Right now, I don't know whether I will. I don't know whether I will, honestly. I didn't watch. Was it Jake Paul that fought? Who did he fight? Mayweather. No, Mayweather. I didn't watch that. Who fought Mayweather? Oh, it was. I tell you, it was. Who was the MMA fighter?
Logan Paul. Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
The one that you didn't know the name of, yeah. Logan
Paul, right?
Fought Floyd Mayweather.
I didn't watch that one either, right?
I know, but Jake Paul's got a bit more boxing credentials. He has. Because he
What about McGregor? Who did McGregor fight? Fight someone? McGregor? Have I made that up?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's your head at?
I don't know, mate.
I mean,
they all
it's all over there. If you gave Andy your number and you gave him the talk.
His name's Adam.
Adam, sorry. You gave Adam the number.
No.
You said 03717 22
I gave him the sports.
You gave him the sports number.
No, but I don't.
Head out.
No, I don't know. I don't know whether I will watch it.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has emphasized the enormous financial incentive Anthony Joshua received for agreeing to fight Jake Paul, speculating that it would be Joshua's largest payout to date. Beyond financial gain, Hearn highlights that Joshua's professional legacy is already well established, so accepting this bout wouldn't damage his standing. Rather, it offers a special chance to stay relevant in the public eye and attract a larger audience. Hearn presents the game as a calculated career and commercial decision rather than just a sporting event. High-profile fights are frequently motivated by financial concerns in today's boxing environment, when pay-per-view income, sponsorship agreements, and international media exposure are crucial. Hearn notes that financial possibilities like this allow fighters to secure long-term stability while still competing at a high level, despite the fact that some purists may doubt the sporting credibility of Joshua versus Paul. The bout exemplifies how modern boxing strikes a balance between spectacle and professional strategy by combining entertainment, athleticism, and business acumen. In addition to fierce action in the ring, fans can anticipate a well-planned event that optimizes visibility and profits for all stakeholders.
Which doesn't deflect from our plan with Turki Al-Sheikh in 2026, which is to ultimately fight Tyson Fury and try and get a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Then we might do it. Is Jake Paul for real? It'd be mad to do it. Mad. I would have a newfound respect for him. And if we were offered the amount of money that I know is associated with these fights, it would be very difficult for us to say no, Cole.
What is the amount of money that you think? No, but roundabout figure, like, is it 300 million? Is it 200 million? Is it 100 million?
No, listen, it would be, you know,
the biggest payday of his career?
Not necessarily, no. But it would be right up there with the biggest paydays of his career. I can't. There's no point me trying to dress it up to you. I can only be as honest as I can. We can't really turn it down if it's presented to us. And, like, yeah, part of me quite likes the idea of AJ giving him a slap, but I think Jake Paul is mad for even considering Anthony Joshua. But, you know, if we're presented with the opportunity, do we do it? We'll have to wait and see, but probably yes.
People like Dave Allen has criticised the fight. Do you understand criticisms from other fighters about, you know, his legacy being affected in this?
I think, again, it's just be honest. Like I said to Dave Allen then, I said, you talk some shit, you do. I said, you'd fight Jake Paul for $500,000. Oh, I don't know about that. I said, Dave, shut up. And that's what I say to some people. Like, there isn't anybody in our shoes that wouldn't take it. I'm sorry. Like, and you can say, yeah, but what?
The economics of high-profile bouts like Joshua versus Paul were discussed by legendary fighter Roy Jones. He believes that the fight will take place and bring in a sizable sum of money for all parties. Jones points out that Joshua, whose career has recently seen obstacles, will especially benefit from this. He presents the bout as an opportunity for Joshua to pick up steam and re-establish his public persona. It is a high-reward situation due to the financial and reputational concerns. Additionally, Jones's insight highlights the complex trade-off between risk, reward, and career plan that today's elite fighters must make.
I want to change subjects just a little bit here, and Anthony Joshua, there's rumours circulating he could be fighting Jake Paul next. One, do you think it's good for boxing, and two, do you think the fight will happen?
I think it's great for boxing. I think the fight will happen. AJ is 1-0 against these guys that come in to these boxing careers late. So why not? He's a perfect guy to take him out too. He took Ngannou out. Why would he not take Jake Paul out? And for him, he probably make more money fighting Jake Paul than we'll fight anybody else that he can fight right now. So why would he not do it? I mean, not that he needs the money right now anyway, but if he's going to do something, if he want to get a good win, to put him back on the scene, that's a perfect.
When Jake Paul agreed to fight Anthony Joshua, former heavyweight Tony Bellew issued a dire warning. He called the choice dangerously insane, highlighting the mental and physical difficulties Paul will encounter against an experienced and formidable foe. Bellow's viewpoint is based on his personal experiences in the ring, where mistakes against more powerful opponents can have dire repercussions. His comments serve as a reminder that boxing is a high-risk sport where one mistake can have long-term consequences, especially for someone like Paul who has less professional experience than Joshua.
This is a really dangerous. He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane. Is right. I never thought I'd say that in my lifetime, but because he says some crazy shit. But
Jake Paul was warned about the dangers of taking on Anthony Joshua by the Wade Concept podcast, which provided a thorough analysis. One of the hosts, Plemons, clarified that Joshua usually competes at about 111 kilograms, whereas Paul's natural fighting weight is about 90 kilograms. Strength and power are significantly different as a result of this 21 kilograms discrepancy. The episode emphasizes how this mismatch may actually affect performance and safety. Plemons painted a complete picture of the difficulties Paul will face if he enters the ring with a fighter of Joshua's ability by raising concerns about stamina, strategy, and psychological preparedness in addition to the physical hazards.
Now, one of the biggest issues in making this fight, one, yes, that's the former heavyweight champ. Why is he fighting Jake Paul? And two, why is Jake Paul putting his health and well-being on the line? Because someone asked me on Twitter, wait, if Jake Paul gets knocked out, will his career be over? Buddy, his life may be over if he gets knocked out by AJ, because that dude put Francis Ngannou flat on his back, and I had never seen Francis Ngannou hurt before. Again, it's boxing, not MMA. Jake has a little more experience, but we're talking about a massive size difference. AJ's still relatively young and still relatively got something left in the tank, and he's only fought the world-class guys for the last 10 years. This would be Jake's not only hardest fight, most dangerous fight of his career. If Jake is doing this, it could signal the last one. I'm not even joking. This could signal Jake being like, I'm having...
There's more to the conflict between Joshua and Paul than meets the eye. It is a struggle between disparate backgrounds and skill sets. Joshua has an advantage in technique, stamina, and ring awareness due to his years of professional boxing experience. Paul, on the other hand, has charisma, unpredictability, and a recent run of high-profile matches that have boosted his confidence. Analysts note that just as crucial as physical training will be the mental component, which includes managing pressure, crowd expectations, and the weight of reputation. A win would confirm Joshua's supremacy. Paul, however, believes that even making it through the quarterfinals may increase his reputation in the sport.
We know that Anthony Joshua is an exclusive fighter to DAZN. Eddie Hearn has stated that multiple times. AJ, I'm pretty sure, even has a piece of DAZN. I could be wrong about that, but he signed a mega deal years ago with him. So for this fight to take place on Netflix would mean DAZN would say, you can have one of our biggest cash draws, and maybe in a revenue share thing, or maybe Netflix pays them some money, but you can have our biggest cash draw and we don't have an affiliation with it. That seems a bit unrealistic. But having said that, this isn't a report from anybody in the camp. This is not MVP saying it. This is not Eddie Hearn saying it. This is Mike Coppinger, who I guess has talked to people in the camp. But an independent source saying that they are finalizing a deal. Not that they're in talks. They are finalizing a deal. So this is, again, we're talking 1 yard line, first and goal, right? We're right there. They just need to dot some I's and cross some T's. So I wonder if that's the last barrier. Because when you're finalizing a deal, this isn't time for, oh, well, you can back out if you don't think this is going to make any sense, or, oh, this is going to hurt my legacy, or, oh, Jake.
That concludes the video for today. Keep an eye out. Until the next occasion.